Solving Mysteries with LaTroy. I'm your host, LaTroy, and we're going to talk about Tupac and his death and why and how he faked his death. Now, this is an age-old mystery that everybody has speculations. A lot of people don't know how. A lot of people just say they done seen Tupac and all of this shit. Well, we finna put this shit to rest.
On the night of September 7th, 1996, Tupac Shakur joins Suge Knight and other members of the Death Row Entourage in Las Vegas to watch the heavyweight championship fight between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand Hotel.
It was after the Tyson fight, and Suge Knight and Tupac and several of Suge Knight's entourage were walking through the lobby. One of the guys in the entourage, his name is Trevon Lane.
Trayvon Lane, a Blood member, spotted a person that he recognized from several months earlier as one of the persons that had assaulted him at the Lakewood Mall in California. And immediately mentioned Tupac. Hey, that guy's from Crystal. He's one of the guys that jumped me from my medallion.
The Bloods and the Crips were natural enemies. They always fought against each other.
Tupac immediately charged the guy and began wailing away at him. And he was not the only person. Virtually the entire contingent of Death Row people were beating the guy.
Nigga getting stomped out with church shoes. I know that shit hurt.
Security begins to intervene.
The victim that was actually beaten up left the scene and didn't file a report.
Hotel security allows the man to leave without getting his full name. Just over 2 hours later, Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight are on their way to a nightclub that Suge owns called 662.
Suge was driving the car and Tupac was his passenger. They were the only persons in that car.
Behind them was Death Row security officers,
Critical.
And there were members of Tupac Shakur's band. And then there was just a row of different individuals that were in that entourage. Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur got stopped at a traffic signal at the intersection of Flamingo Boulevard and Koval. Tupac Shakur had a bulletproof vest, but he left it back.
Critical.
He's going to a club, so he just made the decision not to wear it, which was fatal.
That was very critical. Now, I want to pull up the BMW. Now, what are the key points out of that video? The key points to that video is, 1, there was security following the vehicle. 2, he had a bulletproof vest. It made mention of a bulletproof vest that he did not take that night. 3 is where the bullet holes are placed. If you're catching my drift, this is Tupac's BMW. If you see here, these are the bullet holes. The bullet holes are under the door handle. Now, there's a famous picture of Tupac, y'all seen it, where he's in the vehicle next to Suge Knight and the window is down. The window is down. And everybody, y'all shooters. Everybody want to be shooters nowadays. So y'all go ahead and put your mind in the shooter's frame, okay? If you was shooting at Tupac, would you shoot through his fucking door? Or would you shoot through the window? You tell me. I would shoot through the window because I'm trying to kill you, okay? So, what happened? Tupac set up his death, his fake death. How? He used a bulletproof plate out of his vest, put it right next to him in the car. Everybody's in on it. Suge's in on it. Death Row Security is also a crucial key role in this. So whoever he got to do it, he pays them and says, look, I'm going to be at this light. I need you to pull up and shoot at the door handle, because that's a dangerous game he's playing with his life. And so he has to specifically instruct the shooter to aim at a specific portion of the door. That way the bullets can catch the plate, or the plate can catch all the bullets. Okay, that's how he survives the shooting, number one. Number two, they cannot get the paramedics to pick him up because they'll find out you ain't shot, nigga. Go take your ass home and drink some Ensure and water. So everybody exits the vehicle and gets in Death Row Security vehicle right behind him and take off into the night. From there, everything gets easy. You can come up with your own speculations, but you gotta remember, Tupac has money. Suge has money. These guys have a lot of money. And in order to fake your death, it's not as hard as you think it is if you know the coroner. You have to know the coroner to get a death certificate. I can die right now, but it ain't official until the coroner shows up and writes a death certificate. So they go and drive to the hospital. Hey, look, I don't know what happens after that. They might turn around and have a doctor be paid or whatever, or however. Just know they got away with this shit, because if their paramedics would have showed up, this whole plan would have been done. So I rest my case. Tupac faked his death by staging a shooting, by putting a bulletproof vest plate next to his seat, got somebody to shoot at it, got out the car, got in Death Row Security car, and rides off scot-free. Tell me what you think. Hate it or love it.